So my understanding is that teachers who are receiving pink slips are teachers who have maybe been working for a shorter amount of time.
So I know that teachers are getting the pink slip, which means that they're not going to be working in school at the end. Like they're going to, I guess we would say, fired.
My name's Karen Grant. I'm a teacher at the Los Angeles School for Global Studies in the Miguel Contreras Education Complex in Pico Union.
My name is Arturo Ortiz. I'm a social studies educator at Edward R. Roybal Learning Center located in downtown Los Angeles.
I'm actually getting my job cut in the budget cut, so it's big news for me.
Pink slips mean to me is a termination of public education in our city, especially here in LAUSD. Our people, our communities are under attack and under fire because of these pink slips. But to me, it's an unfortunate thing that exists within our society, and I am a teacher who received a pink slip.
Who's gonna get the most cuts?
With what's going on, it's we're in a full-blown recession. And what does a recession mean? It's like there's not enough money for public services. And the first thing that always happens in any situation when a state or nation has no money is, especially in the U.S., is they cut funding to education. And it's really bad already. In the state of California, we're already out of 50 states, we rank 47 on per student spending. So we're getting the short end of the stick already. And now with these budget cuts, it's going to affect us even more.
All these things are happening. I think it's just not fair for our teachers and for the students, and especially for the people who are going to graduate after us.
As being a teacher with a passion for teaching and educating our community, of course you're going to build a really emotional and close bridges with your students, relationships that are indescribable. And I think that if they get rid of a lot of these teachers who are really doing what they're supposed to do, educating the community, uplifting the community through academics, I think Los Angeles will be put in a bad position. And I think that that's what hurts me the most, is that the future of Los Angeles, the educational future of Los Angeles is in jeopardy, and that's what worries me the most.
Our teachers that have built relationships with these students that they can talk to, and then next year they're gone. And they get new teachers all over again. And that's not the point of this school. The point of this school was for there not to be 5,000 students, for that not to be like 40 students in a classroom. But the point of the school was so that I can look in everybody's eyes and say, I know you, I know where you're coming from, let me help you. And by letting go of 6 teachers, it's gonna like tear this school up.
Well, at least from teachers that I know, they have a broader understanding of different techniques of teaching, and I think they, like I said, the teachers that I know, I think try to accommodate to that.
It's affecting me in some way because some of the teachers I like, but then again, if they leave, the classes are going to get bigger, and then the teachers, they'll ignore you sometimes because there's too many students to get to, and then it might take longer for them to do other stuff, and it'll just frustrate the whole class because then you could basically do whatever you want and you won't be learning anything. So.
Change your vote! 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 Change your vote!
it's going to take more than one person's voice to get them to stop doing budget cuts and pink slips. So we had a target, like, to the school board members, like to talk to the school board members and students and see what they think about the issue. And we have goals, like a short-term goal, like no budget cuts and save our teachers, and long-term goals to improve education and have students' voice be a factor.
Have a very strong voice, and I think that maybe thinking of ideas of how to be heard, how to just go to the board. Maybe they need to propose different ways of where, like different suggestions of where to take those cuts and not to take them on teachers, because I'm sure there's other things that the district can cut back on instead of cutting back on teachers.
I don't want to say I have future plans because I came specifically to work in this community, and I became a teacher for a reason. And if I have future plans that are outside of me not teaching, then I'm just giving up on all this fight, this community. And if I have future plans like get another job, then I can't. That's like me giving up. And right now, my plan is to fight to keep all these teachers' jobs, to fight to make sure that our communities have quality education. Because that's what happens continually in our community, is that teachers come in, they're there for 2 years, they're great, and they leave. How is that going to help the community over the long run? This school, this Roy Ball complex took 20 years to be built. That shouldn't have happened. And if we have good folks that stay and do real good work consistently, then these things will change. And I don't want to say that I'm going to find another job because I need to fight. And these next 10 months, that's all I'm looking for. And when it comes June 30th, if I don't have a job, then we'll go from there.